What's up everyone? My name is Ruben and I'm back with another video. Part 2, we're converting a Divi website to Breakdance. No fancy intro. We're getting straight to work this morning. I have a lot of things to do today and I wanted to make this video for you. For you! Yes, for you. So what are we doing today? So in the previous video, we added a header, added a footer. Now we're gonna convert the home page. I wanna guide you through the process of what I do with client sites all the time, right? And I wanna show you what things you wanna look for, things you may wanna adjust. And I'm gonna show you something super cool that I do to organize and take advantage of WordPress, right? The content management system, the CMS, WordPress as a whole. So I'm converting this page that when you turn off Divi, you get this, and then we're making this. Ooh, I need everyone to be oohing and ahhing. I need everyone to, hold on, I got a couple things I want to do. I want everyone to be ooh and yes, yes. Yes. Thank you. Had to turn up the volume for the sound effects. My God. Well, exciting news in the world of Breakdance. Officially 2.0 is out. And I wanted to show you this is what, I know Divi is updating to 5.0. It might be 4 years before Divi 5.0 comes out. They've been doing it for so long, my God. But the philosophy behind, I'm a Divi junkie. I loved Divi, but I can't do it anymore. It's just so wonky. But that aside, we're having this conversation of converting this page. What do we do first, right? So if you are converting a Divi website to Breakdance, there's no magic button. There's no magic formula. You kind of have to just recreate it. There's no way around it. But what you can do is take advantage of WordPress, the CMS, the actual and I'll show you what I mean, right? Making your website what I call or consider builder proof, right? It's if you ever do need to switch builders, you don't have this. You don't have this. You can almost instantaneously switch builders and you'll be in a good spot. So what do we do first, right? So we hit edit page and we don't want to keep any of this. Get rid of all this code. Hit update. So we got rid of all the code. Now we're going to open in Breakdance. Right? So I'm going to be cheating. When I say cheating, I created Headspin with Renato. Happy birthday, Renato. And Tony, we created Headspin to make my life easier, to make your life easier. You can spend all day creating your own little frames. Have fun. Or you can hit this button and paste it in. And you're almost done. And let's just take it a frame at a time. Let's do the header. Click here, click an image. Remember, since we've cloned the website, we have a ton of images that we can use. Boom, beautiful. Right? Get in the habit of hitting Command S. It's just a thing that I do. So we're gonna look at this. So there's a header, a subtext, this little quote deal, and a call me button. You see what happens when you hit the call me button. But we'll fix all that here. One thing I don't like on the old website is this. I don't like that you can see or the addresses are on the header. I don't like that. So we'll fix that here. So Dallas County bail bonds. So we click here. Oops, and close this out. So now we are gonna click Dallas County bail bonds. You can get rid of the comma here. We don't need the comma. But you can also click the design, hit typography, and you can transform it to be uppercase. Boom, that's done. Next thing, they have a cool little quote here, kind of like, but it's so hard to see. Like, how do you want people to see that? Click here, replace the text. Boom, that's done. Then what I want to do is grab the information down here. These are little divs. So what you can do, if you want to put a header in here, a heading text, you can, and move it to the top, and then convert this. I don't want to do that here. Let me do this. Let me put the information there. Let me put the address here, and then the call us button. We can add a button, which I didn't do on the old site, but the font was bold, so I had to unbold it here. And then get this information here. I don't know why it pastes bold. Maybe it's bold there, I just can't tell. Anyway, so what you want to do is start copying and pasting all the information over from the website. You're actually looking at me work. This is what I would do if I was offline. If I was offline and I had to do this for a client, right? That you're actually watching me work. And then the last thing you want to do is you want to do a call now button here. So what you can do is click inside the div, Command A, type in the word BUT, hit enter. And then we do call now. And then the numbers, what numbers? Any of these numbers? It's different from the Dallas. So what number is this? I gotta ask the client. What number is what are they? Let me see. 972. Oh, I hate this. Hold on, let me open it. I usually have a little notepad open for me. I don't want to right click it. 972-636-4991. I wonder why they have 3 different numbers. Wouldn't that be confusing? Right. So in the link, you're going to type in tel, TEL, colon, and then you put in the number. And that makes it clickable on the phone. So when you click it, you can actually call. Then you get rid of this. Get rid of this. On the div itself with the new engine. Oh, I don't think it's updated yet. You go center and center line. There. Boom. The header is done. If you want, you can actually create buttons down here, or this is what I do. So I get the number to not to take away, because remember this button, I feel like it's their main, like, I need you to do this, click here. So what you can do here is add a text link. Add a text link and then use tel as a link. It says, call our Dallas office, right? So then now here you can delete this. I don't like that color, so let's make this white. I'll make it a little bluish tint. There you go. See, make it a little nice. You can change the hover if you want. It's fine. Then you click here. I'm thinking about something here. Sorry, guys. What is it? Crap. 469. Morpheus call our Garland office. Okay. I was thinking about something, and maybe they do want to show the number. I'll call the client and find out. Well, anyway, so once you have this frame kind of laid out based on the information on the older website, right? So this frame is done, and it's 100% responsive. Perfect. It will look beautiful every time you move it to different devices, right? That's the guarantee of Headspin. It's going to work perfectly, responsive, and be amazing here. So we have what you can do is click the text where it has the city name, and then right click. What we can do, we can make it bigger if we want to, make it a little bit bolder, make it stand out by using the variables that are included in Headspin, right? And we'll make this an H4, make it the size of an H4. You see, it's not changing the tag, but it's making it at the size of an H4. So I like that. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. This Texas allergies is driving me nuts. So you just continue down the page. So we continue down the page. So we have content, right? So now we have a content block. So we use, I think I use this, right? So we can get rid of this. That's the header. Feature 50 for the next area. Right, so it's in a sense the same content block. So you click on the background or click inside that section and paste in the new stuff, paste in the new frame. So just grab all the information, Dallas bail bonds 24/7, boom, a little blurb, boom. Then you can delete this because we're not going to use that. And then we just start bringing in all the information, right? Boom. So you can just slowly copy and paste it in. Or you can make these service cards. I might do that in the future videos. Convert this so you can dynamically pull in all this information. So we can do everything on the back end and not rely and do this on the back end. But this is what you would technically do, right? You just copy and paste information. Bring in all the cards, because I don't know how many times they change this, right? How many times do they actually go back and forth and change it here? And just keep going. There's only 6 of them, so keep going, keep going, keep going. And this is probably the most annoying part of the actual build, is going through each one. Here, duplicate that. And then fast service bail bonds. I'm a copy and paste guy, so don't judge me. But I might make another video and convert this to a custom post type and then just pull in the data dynamically. I might do that. I'm gonna take a note here. I'm gonna note something here. Convert homepage cards into custom post type to pull. It's almost like I'm doing a live. Pull data inside homepage. Okay, I made a note for myself that this could be a possible video. If you want that, comment below, please. So then you have the cards going, right? So boom, same information we have on the old website, now on the new website. If you want to style these a little bit different, you can add a background, make it a little gray if you want. Then you copy and paste the design. Oh, I've never done. Yeah, you paste the design over and they all have that color variant of Headspin. So if you want to do that, if you want to make it the blue, you can as well. Just to give it a color pop, right? Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then you paste in that variable inside of all of them. Makes it easier. So if you ever do change this color, it's gonna change the color. And actually, I will change the color. But here we go. So boom, that content section is done. The next thing we have to do is, it's kind of like a content area or feature area, right? It has some text, some points. So what we want to do is this. Grab this frame here, feature 46. Click on the section above it, and boom. So you go to this area, click the title, copy and paste the title. Why? Paste in the text. Right then, I like to change the size of this. Make this bold. That's cute. That's cute there. And then let's bring in some of these questions. It's kind of hard to read on the old website. You want to make it plain Jane. You don't want people kind of hovering and figure out what questions what do they provide? You just want to make everything bold, make everything easy to understand, right? As you're building a website, make it easy for them. See, look, they still have your content goes here. Oh my God. I just noticed that. Oh my God. They still have it here. Oh my God. So get rid of this button. I'm using this more as a card so I can get rid of the read more. Oh my God. I just noticed that. I'm going to yell at my friend Mike here. So we have, this is unacceptable, Mike, that we have the generic more and there's no more information. So you want these cards to be simple. You want these cards to be readable. You want them to be able to understand all the information you're trying to give them to become a customer, right? So one thing I do is first I worry about getting the content in the website into the homepage, right? Then I worry about stylizing it. This is my workflow. If you have a different workflow, it's fine. But the next section on this website is those 4 testimonials. This, I will make a video on this. I have that in my notes to make a video to pull these in dynamically, right? So we have there, you just slowly bring in all the information over and over. I wish there was an easy way to do this or like a magic plugin, but there isn't. But what you can do is what we're going to do in the next video is actually we'll do these for both of these. Pull in this, use WordPress to pull in this information dynamically. That's the end goal, right? That's where you want to be. And I'm gonna delete this image just because they don't have images here. So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to not have to do this and just create a loop. And you design one card and then you just dynamically pull in all the data. Oh, that's not it. So you want to pull in the data dynamically. Unless you're only going to put in these 4 quotes and that's it, I guess. But You want to constantly be providing value to your client and tell them, hey, I can add more testimonials. I can do X, Y, and Z. You just don't want to leave a website plain and Jane and not change any of the testimonials. But there, get rid of this button. We just recreated their testimonial. That's a little bit better, easier to understand. I'm going to colorize the stars and make them the brand color, the brand color. Then you can copy and paste it to everyone else. And you're just pasting the variable. So it's like me going in there to the settings and switching the color. But we just did it here, right? So the cool thing is, I will show you this. So if you click on a div using Headspin, you add the attribute, is it H? And let me see. No, it's data. I don't know why I can't remember this to save my life. So if you use data, DATA/HSX for Headspin, and type in the value dark, and inverts that div for you. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And we're working on cool things to create different attributes to themes. If you have different colors, you just type in the name of a color you created and it'll colorize it to that. So that's the next update we're working on with Headspin. And then we have this footer. So we have the testimony and then this, this footer type deal at the bottom. It's kind of like a call to action type of situation that we have going. So we have this, we paste in the frame. And like I said, you can design all these frames from scratch, or you can just get Headspin and make this an H2, but I'm going to make this the size of an H3. What did he do here? Tony made this. Let's see. He made it jumbo. He made the jumbo bigger. Let me see here. I'll do that. He did a count function to make the jumbo, but I don't like the jumbo because it's too many words for this. So then we go here. We go back to the top. We grab this call now button. And then just drag it down here. Call now, and then we can get rid of this if we want, right? Then you can stylize. So now we have the page recreated, right? So we have all this information. This is in the footer, so underneath this here. Is it? Yeah. Oh, no, actually, it will be on the footer, so we're good there. Let me see here. Oh, we could put this button here. Yeah, I put the button there. So now we can actually go in here. Go in here and start colorizing it, right? So we want to use the brand color on this section. Give it some life, right? We'll go convert the text and make it white. So boom, now I like that. So now we're able to go in there and slowly start stylizing sections if you want. Like I want to make this a little gray. I don't want it to be, oh, no. There it is. Make this section white. So make it a little gray. And start going in there and you can go in there and start stylizing to your little heart's content and making it nice. I like to keep things simple, but the home page has been recreated, right? So you would have to do that to every page on the website and do that as you're working. But let's go to the back end here. Oops. Go to the back end here. And if you notice in the pages, and this is what I wanted to show you in this video, is there's a page called Jails We Serve. Those are the jails that they work with here in Texas. But this should be a custom post type. It should not be inside of the pages. So your job is to start organizing the website a little bit better and start organizing everything better, and then dynamically pull in the data. So we have one template. We won't design the template in this video. I will make it on the next one. But what I will show you is how to move these pages into a new custom post type. So the first thing you have to do is get ACF. I use MetaBox. You can use ACF. So we're gonna add a new one called these jails, and then call this jail, and call this jail. Make it public, and then hit save. So now you have a new custom post type called jails. Go to plugins, add a new plugin. Click post. There you go. Post type. Oh, post type switcher. Oh man. Post type switcher. There it goes. Install this plugin, and then you're going to uninstall it, but you need it for a moment, right? Then you're going to go to pages. You're going to click quick edit, and you're going to see a new option here called post type. You're going to click on that and switch it to jail, and then hit update. It won't go nowhere until you actually hit refresh. But you just slowly do that to all the pages, and it's going to move them over to the new post type. So just go one by one. So you don't have to like go back and recreate all the pages. You can just move them for free. Update, Irving, jail, Mesquite. Just go one by one, everybody. One by one, everybody. And then the last one, jail, and then hit update. So now you click jails and all the pages are there. You go back to pages and they're all gone here. And then you just start cleaning up the pages they have on their website right now. So now it's a lot easier to manage their page, right? So that's beautiful. So then you go back to plugins, and then post type switcher, you can just delete it and you're done using that plugin for this project. Oh, another thing I want to do, I want to change this blue to the client said they want a teal. You go to Headspin, click color palette, edit, and I think it's this one. No, this one, no. This one. Hit update, hit save. Now your entire website colors have been updated. Boom. And that's a quick overview. It's only been 30 minutes, and half of the time I was just blabbing and talking. If I didn't have to talk through this whole process, it would probably take me maybe 5 to 6 minutes to get this page up and going. It's a little bit harder when you got to talk, when you got to talk to this website. But we've created the website. We moved over some pages and started organizing this a little bit better. So this was part 2 of converting a DIVI website to a Breakdance website. I hope you like this video, guys.